So I really love neurofunk in metal. You know what I mean? Like I'm almost obsessed with it. And so, you know, I want to make it all the time. I know that it might not be, well, maybe it is, you know. Let me know if you like when I make these sorts of songs because I love it so freaking much. Oof. Oh man, I'm sorry, Placidon. I hope everything is going good, man. And usually what helps me is like, those feelings or whatever's going on, it's only temporary. And so, hopefully things get better for you, man. I'm sure they will. But yo, Mike, what's going on? Cleo, how we doing? Everyone over on YouTube, thank you for stopping by. So you can see here, this is all I'm showing you. But last night, I I started a thing. And so I figured rather than just kind of doing it all off stream, I figured I would show you because I don't know if this is something that I'm gonna use or maybe I'll throw it up somewhere so you guys can jam it or whatever, maybe some sort of instrumental thing. I don't know. Could be used in the future. I have no idea. But as you can see, I literally was just throwing things in here. I haven't organized anything. Everything is just kind of, I was just letting inspiration flow out of me. And so in all reality, like these are actually these are my guitars here. And so I guess in all reality, this shouldn't be in here. So just a little bit of minor cleanup. I can do something like this, just so we know that those are my guitars. These are samples, so we can make those my usual like pink or purple color. Assign track colors to clips. Here's another sample, so I can actually do that there. Oops. There we go. This is actually my bass. This is a bass template that I made for myself. And I won't make it that crazy bright. That's too bright for me. Ow. Okay. This is another sample. You can tell that I got kind of crazy with samples here. So I'll move that up here so we know that that's a sample. Drums, here's a lead guitar, so we'll try to bring that here. And then another synth sample thing. So we got a lot of things going, but as you can see, there's not a ton going on. But this is interesting here. Now, you have no idea what this is. You have no idea what this sounds like or whatever. But I was experimenting. This was another experimental moment here. As you can see, this is my guitars. But some of it is samples, but it's samples of my guitar. You know what I mean? And so I'll show you what that is here in a second. But as you can see, I only got so far, because I was just kind of, again, messing around and exploring ideas. I actually made something before this yesterday, and it was like, oh, this is kind of cool. But then I was like, I'm going to try again. And this was my try again. And so it's almost like, it's not every time that like the first idea that I start coming up with right there is going to be an amazing idea. And I think that, you guys should try that as well. Like if there's something and it's just like, it's not feeling too good, save it, start something from fresh, don't get discouraged and just be like, that's my songwriting for the day, try to make something else, or at least start something else if you don't have a lot of time, because this came out, Now, in terms of organization, I could probably put an intro in here. I mean, maybe I should. Before I show you guys, I'll do this. And then I'm going to go, let's go that far. I don't even care. Do this, and then I'll cut this in half here. Maybe I'll cut this one here and then bring in here. Yeah, I'm down. And then just for now, I'll bring my output down just a little bit. Okay, so this is what I have so far, and then we're going to continue to work on this today. So we're, made some good progress. And I really set it up to kind of start with maybe some drums here and stuff like that. But the way that I got this here was I actually listened to this sample and got some inspiration from the timing and stuff. And so it's fairly similar, but it's nice because it fits with, it's kind of like a nice pre-chorus thing or whatever, you know? This needs to change here. That needs to be like that for sure, for sure. And I feel like my guitar should be up here, so I can match these a lot better. And I'll probably put this lead guitar at the top so it's out of the way, because I would much rather see these together. Yeah, that's probably a lot better. Yeah, she thick. What library are you using for your bass? I am using Nolly bass. Always using Nolly bass. But you can see I made my own chain. I have my own little chain that I bring in. So it's pretty consistent, you know. But I'm using it on the DI setting. And then I have, oh, this was something I was messing with. I can actually get rid of this. But I'm going from Nolly to DI fix, which is kind of like plugging my bass into a preamp, which this should actually be over here. Plugging my bass into a preamp, and then going into parallax under the mic'd up setting, EQ to blend it into the mix a little bit. Some Gould Fossens, 20 and 20, well, 19 and 20. R bass, about 65. And then double tap, the little secret weapon. This is like low end consistency. Let's go. This thing is so sick, man. Drew, what's going on, man? He says, hi, new to the channel, really loving the content. Dude, thank you, man. I'm really glad that you're loving it. because I'm loving making it. And it's honestly just kind of giving me an excuse to make a lot of music, which is I haven't done a lot of, you know? And so this is really, really good. Ryan, what's up, man? It's already sounding amazing, dude. Thank you. I can hear killer vocal. I know. Like, I'm kind of thinking to myself, like, should I just save it to like just get some vocals on here? I don't know. But I feel like this was a good, um, kind of just like a good little song to showcase like what's going on. So now that you heard this intro here, I was experimenting, and I kind of want to just show you. Oh, I don't have my guitar out. So in basically, I played this riff on real guitar because I'm trying to play guitar more. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to get better. But in a nutshell, I guess I can see if I can show you on here. Maybe with this guitar, it's going to be really delayed, but what I wanted to show you was so this is a 6-string guitar, right? But I'm in drop C. But it sounds a lot lower. The reason why is inside of here, I am transpose -7. Now, -7 on my other guitar, my 7, which I should probably just bring out so you can see it because it's so pretty. That guitar is in G sharp. And so this song is in double drop C sharp. And so that's why it sounds so thick and heavy. But there's one thing that, because like the majority of this this riff is Odin. And I really like to do the harmonic stuff. Here's the thing. Odin doesn't have those sort of harmonics. It only has stuff like, you know what I mean? And so I wanted those ones. And so again, I played this riff and it was sounding pretty good, but I was like, I just want it to be so I can potentially edit it on MIDI. And so if you listen to just Odin by itself, right? Now these little guys here, so then together, so that's how I got that sound there. Because if you hear, you can see like I played this, but I just wasn't liking how it sounded. So I was like, I'm just going to do this for now. So I have this, and then I can continue to play around with the MIDI, you know what I mean? Because I'd rather it be in MIDI so I can mess with it. And so and then with the bass here, which the bass is actually, I didn't drop it. That's what my little experimentation was. I dropped it, but I didn't. Oh, here we go. Still sounds pretty good. You know what I mean? Like, let's hear it with just the bass. And it's pretty good, you know, like it doesn't, these don't sound like they're too much different from this MIDI guitar in the mix, you know. By themselves, they might. But you can't hear it in the mix, so it's like, why bother? ML Productions, what the heck is going on? Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you. Have you tried the Tone Forge Disruptor amp? I have not. Omnisphere has harmonics too. Think there's a baritone guitar. No way. Dude, that is so good. I didn't know that. You're going to make me want to check that out. Mike, dude, I would say as soon as Double Tap goes on sale, get it, bro. Get it. It's so good. It really, like, in terms of my low end, night and day. Night and day, dude. I don't know what it, like, it adds like an additional harmonic or something. It just tightens it up. To me, it tightens it up a lot more, and it just stays right there. And I'm like, yes, please. Now, I didn't mix this too much, as you can tell. Like, it's not... It sounds okay. Now this drum part here, I programmed this all by hand, but it wasn't too difficult because of this thing here. Because you got to think about when you play a part like this, it's literally kick, left, right, kick, right, left, kick, left, right, kick, left, right, or kick, right, left, you know? Or for other people, it would be kick, right, left, right. And then you'll have a snare here. Snare, right, left, or left, right, you know? And so the key was just trying to make it sound as real as I can. You could see I got kind of crazy with the velocities. Those are those. Those are those. Those are those. And so the cool thing about like doing fills for this too is like, for example, I think it's this one. So you still have this left-right thing here, but instead of putting it left-right, because again, they're just sticking. All this is just sticking. Even these, this is left-right. This is right-left. So instead of doing this, right? You're doing it's the same thing, but you're just putting it on different instruments. Daka, 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 daka. Instead of doing it on your hi-hat over here, you're doing it over here, and then, you know, and so. Bro, I found you through the Linkin Park sound selection video. I like how you explain things very clear. Dude, that's huge, man. Very good. Using GGD? Oh, of course. Of course. GGD is the best. It's the best thing ever. I'm supposed to remind you about saving batch files. Oh, yes. One of you doesn't have now, I can explain to you. Yeah, so for me, I would probably want it for Nolly Bass because I feel like Nolly Bass for me takes forever to load. But it hasn't been recently because of my little things up here that I've made. February Nolly bass chain. I just click and drag it in pretty fast. And so, yes. But thank you for reminding me. I didn't open GGD today, but because that's another one that'll kind of take a while to load. But I can show you again these parts because this is really cool to see. I think this is really valuable information, especially these toms here, like this stuff. It's huge. So let's see if I can do something like this, and then maybe it'll kind of go across so you could see it. So this was something that I did right before stream. I kind of, because this was not that much different, but I changed some things up, so I want to refine that on stream today. So, because there was kind of some different things that happen here, like there has to be an end thing here, and oh yeah, I forgot to activate this. So this thing here, I love doing this. I feel like it just adds to that part. We could even do a fill right here if we really wanted to. You know, we can add that and then do my little thing in red here. Just so you know, like, okay, that needs something there. But pretty good progress. This is, I'm a little nervous about this part, but I know we just have to kind of try and just dial it as best we can, you know. Templates for the win. Oh, dude. Yeah. The fills, see, that's the thing, is like, I think once I started to think about fills as just however many number of hits you want, put them in a row, and then just start putting them on different things, different drums, like, that's all it really is just 4 hits, you know, like, just for a little example here. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm going to do kick. We'll do tip tight. And then let's do, I don't know, rack 1, rack 2. We'll do another kick. And then we'll do snare, snare, floor tom. I don't know. Like, there you go. That's a fill done. Say we want to change it. Let's do that. Or even this. So again, how many do I want to do? You know, like, okay, this bar is like, or whatever, this long, you know? Then you literally just start placing these things in different places. Like, I won't even think about it. I'm not even going to think about it. I'm just going to, like, put it here. We'll put one here. Let's do another kick here. Let's do a snare. We'll do another kick here, here, here. And then, actually, let's do this, this. And then let's go 30 seconds. And then we'll do something like that. Let's put them together. There you go, done. Should I make a fill pack? I'm thinking about doing that, like making a pack of just cool grooves and stuff like that. But that was actually pretty sick. And then let's end it with here. We'll do since he's doing the floor tom, you have to think, if a drummer's playing this and he's ending here, he has to hit a cymbal over here. He can't do this and then go. He probably could, but it's, you know, it's not economical, right? And so we'll do right hit. We have to do a right hit there. And then let's start with a crash. Let's do add a 30-second here. And so it's like, okay, that was kind of weird, and we don't have to do that. Let's do that. Let's do it here. And then from here is when you'll start to expand your dynamics with, your fills. Like, bring these down a tiny bit. Maybe with this one, he'd probably hit it harder because he's like, and then it could be that, like, I don't know. Okay, so your racks will probably be higher. These ones might be a little lower. So your second hit on this double is probably going to be one of those little bounce doubles. Maybe. But we'll keep that a little bit lower. Dun, 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 dun. So you have to think. This is getting really detailed, but I think it's important because, when you think about a drummer, they're anticipating their next hit sometimes. And so it's like, right? Because we have this symbol here. Dun, dun, tch. So he's going to hit it only as hard because he's going to like. And so think about that. And so that first hit might actually be lower. And then he'll hit this, you know what I mean? And we're not going that low. We could probably go a little bit lower if we want it to sound a little bit more realistic. This hi-hat might not be that hard as well. Just don't go 127, please. Don't go 127. Don't do that because it's not good, I promise. But, I just ruined it because for some reason my Control D doesn't work. I mean, my Control Z doesn't work. But you get the idea. We'll save that fill for later because that's actually a really cool fill. Where shall we start? Let's get another context check, and then maybe we can start here just in this, because what I do want to add some drums here, but I think maybe not until here. I don't know. Let's get another context check. Yo, Michael, what's going on? Air fan. Tell me if I'm saying that right. I'm sorry if I'm not. But what is going on? 127. That's me. No, dude, don't do that. It's not good. So for me, like, the highest point for my snare is 106. And my kick is 100. Like, I try to stay around there. Like if you look at this one here, it says 102. Should be at 100. Maybe that could have just been what my last MIDI thing was at or whatever. But it's usually at 100. I try to stay at 100. Yeah, it looks like I tried to get some dynamic stuff going. I won't mess with it too much. I'll mess with it later. Okay, we're going to get another context check, because then, do we hear drums here or not? Oh, dude. Appreciate you, Mike. So I think what we could possibly do here is one of those like roll fill things, or those like, I don't know, we'll see. And then this can be definitely a beat, but we can possibly use this clip already, because I feel like this can go into possibly somewhere like right here. And since this is our like 1 here, we actually have to bring this back to there. I believe. Let me see. How many bars is this? Okay, this is actually 4. We just have to see where it can fit in. And also, I got to redo my my velocities. Great. So I guess you can kind of see how I go about doing that. So I just grabbed everything and brought it immediately down to 100. Clicked on my snare here, so it selects both of them. Brings that. I'll bring that to 106. And then I'll do the kind of tom thing here. My rack tom will probably be about that high. Rack 2, I'll bring it a little bit lower. And then floor tom, I'll bring it just a little bit lower. But this one, it's the first one that I needed to do. But again, I'm not like solid on like the exact placement because that's okay. You know, I don't want it to be perfectly on there. Hi-hat, I'll bring that down as well. So you can see it's all over the place. It's weird because it's kind of going like this. I didn't mean for that to happen. But we need to see where we can place this now. Okay, so we just need to change some things up, and it's possible that we can deactivate those, bring this here. Yeah, so I don't want this. I'm having all kinds of like second thoughts here, just in terms of what I want to happen, because what could possibly happen here is so I'm thinking this, but a little bit faster, you know what I mean? Now, think about when I'm doing that. This is something I'd highly recommend that you do. I'm trying to do the snare thing, you know, because you can just do this, but I kind of want to go. So accent, so that's going to be higher velocity, low, low, high, low, low, high, low, low, high. So it's the only reason why I want to do it that way rather than just going taka 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 taka, and I could be totally wrong with this. This is just something I hear, is to try to follow kind of what this thing is doing. You know? And so I'll do this. And so we'll do, I think this is, so high, low. Dun 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 dun. Dun dun. So then we can hear that it needs to be a little bit lower. We got to bring these lower, probably about here. So I want these to go twice. Ooh, maybe even another one. Mm-hmm. Like so. Do a double thing there. Then we can add a snare there. We can even do something like this if we wanted to. So since this is doing the same thing, we can just literally grab this, do this. I want something to happen here that's da 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 da. So you can tell maybe we need to do it here. Mm-hmm. So we just need to see where these are landing. So these are a little bit too high. Da 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 da. And they might not be high enough. Let's try at 100. So, I don't know if I want it that low, Mike, but I do see you with the 30 seconds. We'll definitely add some 30 seconds in there for sure, because I love doing that even with real drums, you know, those little doubles in there. But the main thing is just getting the main idea down, and then we can start adding embellishments. And the biggest thing before you really start to dive in too deep is to just see if it sounds good enough. Like if that's what you're going for, you know, like immediately I'm already seeing that I want to add like a crash there. Yeah. Okay. So I'm already seeing that this might be too much here. And so I'll just replace them with these. And I think, Mike, you are right. Now hearing it, it should be lower. And then maybe instead of the crazy 5-hit thing, we can do something like this. But with these, the second hit needs to be lower. Okay, so now we need to match. Since these are lower, we need to match these here a little bit. Bring these down a tiny bit. Yes, please. That's actually pretty good. You know what I'm going to do just to add some realism. I'm going to add some pedal hat here. But I'm going to bring the pedal hat like 70, probably even lower since these are kind of low here. Let's start at 70 and just see what it sounds like here. Grab from here. Okay, I don't want that many. So for me, thinking about the anticipation of a drummer getting excited about that fill coming up, he may hit that snare a little bit harder. That last snare. So I have an idea, but I don't know if it's going to work. We'll see. Only GGD or using extra samples? Only GGD, dude. I'm doing good. Just thanks. Just found your stream out, and it's fantastic. I'm all in now. I'm learning Ableton coming from Logic, dude. Heck yeah, that's awesome. I think it's really good, to kind of like having these sort of streams because you get to see the whole how I use Ableton, like from start to finish. You know, I know that for some people, Ableton Live is kind of a steep learning curve, but like once you start to understand it, it's not that crazy. And you know, I don't know, I love it so much. And this is coming from someone who was like feeling like I'm missing out on other DAWs, you know, by like, I don't know, some of the things that I see. I tried every single DAW. I was like, okay, I got, you know, a month or 2 months of no, I used Pro Tools for like 2 or 3 months because I just really wanted to try it. I was using Logic for a while, you know, I was using Cubase. I bought Cubase and did that for a while. And then what's another one that I used? Studio One. I used that one actually for a while, and that's kind of like my second choice is Studio One. And then I even messed with Bitwig for a little while, and it's cool. It's really nice. But I don't know. There's something about Ableton, man. And maybe it's because it's my first baby. You know, it's like my first DAW that I like really started to officially use. So good, man. So good. But in terms of David, what's up, man? So I'll show you, we'll give you a little context check. It might be good for us to get a little context check. So Neuro Metal, what I think of Neuro Metal is using stuff like this. And stuff like this. Just really like crazy sort of electronic Neuro sort of electronics, you know? Mike, oh crap. Making some good progress. However, the reason why I made this red was because I wanted to add on this snare hit. I think it was this one. Yeah, so I wasn't happy with just this. I want a stack there. Ooh, I might want a China there. That's the one. So I felt like this transition was not good, and it could possibly be that this is kind of coming in at a weird spot. This was my kind of like trouble here, because I'm thinking, I always think of like a singer in mind. There's a singer there, and I need to kind of like, and so singer would be here, 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 here for sure. But like for how long, or does this not need to be a singer yet until here? So I think one thing that I do need to change is this. Because this is almost like the part is continuing. I want it to feel like the part is restarting for the singer to come in. So it's this part that needs to be, it's almost making it too long here. And so one thing we could possibly do is get rid of this by doing Control Shift Backspace. Because then that could be our part A, part B into this pre-chorus thing. But as you can see, I can't Control Z. I don't know why. I probably need to update my Ableton, so I need to redo that one fill, which is not a big deal. I can't do the DAW switch thing. I use Logic or Studio One, I think, and love them both. Rather focus my time on writing than learning. Exactly. So I did the opposite thing. I wasn't writing a lot. I felt like I couldn't write anything unless I tried a new DAW that was like taking me out of my box, blah, blah, blah. That's why I did it. And it took me out of my box, which I didn't like. I was like, I want to go back to my old box because I like it, I knew a guy who was telling me he used a DAW called Audio City. Like, I never heard of it. And I was like, wait, do you mean Audacity? Audio City sounds cooler, dude. I use Modern and Massive and the preset In Your Face, loving the snare so much. Dude, Modern and Massive is so good. It's so modern and massive, I don't know. Dude, PV, it can do anything that I throw at it. Or should I say, I could throw anything into it, or I can throw it at anything and it'll work. That's what I meant to say. I did the samples. I dig the samples so much. Did you have to create them from the ground up? No. So I found these online. I did a lot of research into like neuro type sounds, again, because I love it so much. And you can find a lot of cool stuff just on the internet, like Splice and Oh, I don't remember where I found these. I don't know. So I have them kind of. So this stuff is the cymatic stuff, which is good for like, I don't know, like the trap metal type stuff. But it's like these ones, and it doesn't say where they came from. And so they're just so good, man. They're so good. I love them. But like that's where I got actually this one too. And it's just combining samples to kind of make it your own sound, you know? That's what I love the most. Oh, this sound from Serum I found. It's so good. Just droning in the background like that. Okay, so what I need to do is I need to make that fill again here. Like I'm gonna just keep that there actually. Bring these up a little bit. I also need to bring up so I'm gonna make these the same for now. Put it to 100. Grab these guys, bring them down. Because I want this to hit harder here. Oh, my Control Z worked. Okay, so I have an idea. We'll see if it works. Just bear with me here. I want it to follow the bass, so I'm just going to grab this bass here, and I'm going to put it in here. I need to fold and unfold. It's going to show it to me. And then I need to fold again so it gets rid of that little quirk. Hold Alt. This is my OCD talking to me here. And then now they're all the same size. 100. Now, the idea that I have is I want these to be probably there. I'm going to turn on the pencil tool, do something like this. Okay. Some of these are going to be, these might not be like kicks. I might change them to a snare hit, but what I'm hearing is, yeah, let me turn off my my input monitoring for a second. Okay. So it's too much, but that's okay. Probably this here. So again, we're just building the base. This is not final. Like, this is not, okay, we're done type of thing. But at least we have the idea there. This needs to be here. I don't know if I got rid of those or why I did. Now we experiment. So then, so we'll have to do a right hit there. We'll start with the left, possibly. No, we have to start with the right there, too. Because, okay, I have to turn on... No, what we can see here. Well, we can technically do something like a China hit here. Because we have two cymbals over here. That we can, like... Dun, 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 dun. So this can be here. Let's try something like this. Maybe we can do something like this. It's too much here. Okay, so there's something here that we need to like fix. We could possibly do something like this. Da 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 da. I think it's this one. No, it's this one. Dun, dun, dun. So this needs to be here. I don't know why those are there. Get rid of that. So it, okay. Oh. I realize songwriting is just like a puzzle, you know what I mean? It really is just kind of putting a puzzle together. Because I want, do I want this? Possibly. Bar hit there. Maybe a double, a left-right hit there. Something like that. I need to hear this in context. Da-da. I want that. I want this. Ooh, or we just don't do that. And then we end like on here. David said, "Is your right hit in your ceiling?" I mean, I could do it like this, but what are you seeing? You know what I mean? If I do it like this, then you can see me doing it. That's why I do it that height. Maybe we can do something like yeah, that's good for now. I don't want to overthink that too much. Because we still have to get to this part here. But I still feel like the timing is kind of weird here. It could be the reason why it feels weird is because I'm totally getting rid of this part here. It could be this here too. It just doesn't feel right without like something being there. It feels a little bit better. maybe... That's not bad. That's not bad. Okay. Now we can focus on this. And the cool thing about this is we can probably just grab, again, we can grab this whole thing here, bring it into our drum part. Oops. Because we already kind of designed it here, but what we need to do is... This is going to be our kick pattern, well, rough kick pattern. We may move some of this stuff to the snare and stuff like that, but this gives us, again, a good foundation. I think that that's the biggest thing. Like, reach for anything to get a part going. Like, I'm desperately grabbing for things just to kind of, again, inspire me to keep the momentum. So... we have our kick pattern, you know what I mean? And so then what we can look at is like, okay, we have some doubles in here. And we can either deal with the doubles now or start to add our snare part, which I need to make this actually back to 100. I mean, there's so many ways that you can go, you know what I mean? Vision Pro on the next Twitch, Chris. Maybe you can be a pioneer Twitcher and virtual drum it live. Virtual drum? Oh, dude. Okay, so we can either do like this. Do we do something like that? I don't know. My biggest thing is cheese. I don't want any cheese. Hold the cheese, please. And I feel like this may be not holding the cheese. I feel like the longer the snare hit, the less cheesier it is, but it really depends on the context, right? Do this for now just so we can hear what it sounds like. Can't do it. Can't do it. Is it that far apart? I don't think it is. It is. Or we can do something like, nope. It's not doing it for me. It's not doing it for me. This. Okay, so we're not really messing with the double kicks too much, so then we can grab all of our doubles, the first double, because we're doing... Right? Or should I say it this way? So it's usually the first one that I'm realizing is going to be the lightest one. I'm going to start with a left here and a left here. Can even do something creative in terms of, since it's already, actually I need to add a right. Let's add the right here for now, then we can fold it. The reason why I fold it is so then I can see these hits here. I want it to go dun dun dun, or 1, 2, 3. And so I could honestly probably just get away with doing something like this. Okay, so something to think about, and I think I always say this on my streams, but there may be some new people in here and everything, but I always program drums thinking about what could I program that would make a drummer look cool playing it. You know what I mean? And then I always kind of picture myself like I'm writing as if I was blank. So then this needs to be a right hit here. So actually, this needs to be left, right here, because he's going. Yeah. Ooh. Let me think here. And then we can do something like this. Love that stuff. So for me, I love watching Morgan Rose is really fun to watch. I don't know if you guys watch Morgan Rose. He's the drummer for Seven Dust. So fun to watch. I really love drummers that like you feel like you can just watch them on mute and they're just so cool to watch. They have so much style and like, you know, the way that they hit things, you know, like another one that's really fun to watch is thinking of like those drummers that you can watch on mute is like Luke Holland, Josh Freese. Those guys are just so fun to watch, you know. 1, 2, 3, boom, cat, boom, splash, then kick, crash on 1. So you like this thing here? Oh, no way. Brand from Macedon. Ah. Yeah, see? Think about those guys whenever you're programming your drums. And if you can't get an idea, go watch a video, get inspired. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of hearing, I don't know if that's exactly what you're wanting, Mike, but I'm hearing something that I need to kind of attack to see if I can. Okay, this is kind of getting out of control here, but that's okay. This might work. It's just too sudden here. And then you have to think to yourself, would they actually do this? I don't know. I'm just kind of letting it flow out and see what happens. Go to 8th notes and let's just see. I don't want to get too crazy either. You know? Yeah, this sounds like it would be more of like an ender fill type of thing here. It would be like something here. So I'm going to get rid of all of this. And we'll put that there. And then we'll get rid of this stuff here. Semi back to normal here. He says, no, that's too soon. I'm thinking right before you hit those three cymbals along with the bass, it would go boom, cat, boom. Oh, I think I know what you're saying. Are you saying here? Oh, so not even there. Okay, okay. I don't know if this is what you want, but this is what I heard. Is that what you heard, dude? Is that what you were wanting? Oh, right over here then? This is difficult, right? It's difficult to do it through chat. This is interesting too. Like, where can this go? This actually, it wants to be like that, so I'll leave it there. We'll do a right hit here. Oof. I think it would need to go like this. So this needs to probably do something like this. And then this. And just for fun, because so we can see what it sounds like, we might as well do something along these lines, huh? Just to see what it sounds like. I'm down to see what it sounds like. Fold, unfold. Bring all these to the same thing here. Also, let me just say that I love the collaboration. I love the engagement. This is really cool because I think that this is, in a weird way, not really, maybe not a weird way, being in a band and writing with band members, right? Like you guys are all technically my band members and we're writing a song together and you're like making decisions with me, you know? And so it's good practice because I think that that's really important to be open and willing to try what the other homies want to try, right? Because chances are it could be a cool idea. Um, and you know, it's another brain and another perspective. And so trying out those things that they hear, one to possibly appease them, like their OCD. It's like, oh, I gotta hear this, you know, kind of like with Mike. And it was like, let's do that thing. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's so good. It's so good to do. And it's good practice. And like, again, that's what it's all about. It's all about collaboration. I feel like when you're collaborating with someone on songwriting, it comes out way cooler. Sometimes way like way different than you expected it to, you know? Like this is going to be stupid. It might be stupid. We can start adding stuff. Yes. Should we can get weird right here if we want. So we can do something like da, 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 da. Okay, I hear it, but I gotta program it, and so I'm like, oh, where is it? Ah, I think it needs to go something along the lines of this. Possibly. Mm-mm. Oh, it's gonna kill me. Boom, boom. We could do something like this. Yeah. So then we need, let's do another fill here, and all we do is just add our little thingies here. Let's do a snare. Let's do something like maybe like this. And then we do, okay, let me just say, if that doing the fills like that is not a light bulb moment for you, and you think to yourself, like, fills are hard still, no. Keep trying this, because look how easy that was. No, Rambo. No, it's all good, man. So Rambo said, add a pause after it. Where are you thinking? Where are you thinking, brother? He said, that's a hot drum fill. That's the way that's the way I heard you say it. That drum fill is so hot. I mean, before you even added that. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Again, I missed the fill thing. Oh, it's kind of what I've been saying, dude. See how we needed a fill here for that was this many notes long, and I just put those many notes in, and then I just moved them around to where I thought it would sound cool. And you can see I didn't even add any dynamics yet, so I need to add some dynamics here. Do this. Second hit maybe a little bit. Okay, so then second hit might be these need to be higher. Okay, so the dynamics are there, but I feel like the overall, it needs to be a little bit higher. Too high on these. Maybe it can be something like this. Oh, it's getting closer and closer. You can even go to da, go da. Yeah. Okay, nothing. Okay, cool. We're good. All right, let's get a context check because I may have to call it here soon. But I feel like we made some good progress. Honestly, I'm trying to make these streams a little bit shorter and more digestible. You know what I mean? A lot more pointed. So let me know how you feel about that. It's okay. I feel like we're getting there. This still needs some help. I would sidechain those guitar harmonics with your cymbals to cut through. So, I mean, in all reality, all I need to do, because they are their own thing. There's still something weird. I think it's here. No, it's this. It's here. And I don't like that this is going so high up there. I don't like that that's going that high up there. It's something I'll mess with next time. Definitely something I'll mess with next time. Let me check something here really fast. Okay. Okay, so for the homies over on YouTube, I'm going to do a little bit of community jams. And so if you want to join, then I would say hop over to the Twitch side, which I believe that I have my Twitch over there. But if not, twitch.tv/ChrisPedan_. So if you head there, then you can hang out with us over there. We're going to check out what the community has done. Discord is definitely in the description of the YouTube video. And so if you love stuff like this and this is your first time here, please subscribe and, let me know how you feel about it, what you want to see, because it really helps to, steer this channel, because of you guys. So, and also because of you guys, like I'm still doing this. And so I appreciate you guys being here and checking it out, especially the people over on the YouTube, checking out the videos there. It really helps out a ton. So I appreciate you guys so much. We'll be back tomorrow for some more shenanigans. We'll continue to work on this song.